Hello folks, my name is Randy. I am a beef producer in southeastern Manitoba, and in this video here is we are in winter now, and we also have, I'm going to show you the swath grazing where we finished that off beginning of the week, and also some of the cows are on to the third cut cover crop. They're still grazing. Today is December 7th. Yesterday we brought some of the cattle in. I needed to tag some of the calves that are leaving. They are going to be leaving on Monday. They're going to the mart. We're going to put those things into cash. That cash will be able to pay some bills here and keep on rolling again. And also I did have I bumped into one of our water fountains and had a little bit of a issue with it, but I corrected that. So that's kind of what's going on. What this video will be about. And if you get to the very end, you're going to see our some of the kittens that have started to lodge into the shop. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Well, today is the day of the first day of the last month of the year, December 1. So right now I'm still got the cows on the swath grazing. I'm going to give them the last piece there. This will be the last day and a half, or 2 days that the cows will graze the swath grazing. And it's cold. I think got down to minus 16 Celsius last night. So sometimes the cows get water there, but what I did is I put a wire in there so that the cows don't go in there. What could happen is the cows will go on top of the ice, and then you get a few of them and they'll break through. I have never lost cattle yet to falling on the ice like that or going through. I always try to fence everything off. But I think my cows are ready to go to the next spot, because this is the field that they have just been walking back and forth for water, but they're kind of looking for some grass here. But I think they'll follow me fairly easy. What do you think of swath grazing? What I will do next time is after a cover crop, to get more palatability in that plant, I'm going to cut it right around that 60-day mark after seeding. I know I've done that before, and then I've wrapped some of it. Mostly that's what I'll do, is wrap it, because usually I can't get into it and it won't dry. But this stuff I waited. I was able to dry bale it. I was surprised, but there's a lot of stalk in it. And but there was a lot of leaf on it as well. But saying that, and then we could have had some regrowth on that, the stuff that I cut, whatever, if there was some plants would have kept growing again. Well, there's been a fair bit of hawks around this year, taking in the mice. A little bit of the drawback here is that I have to be a bit patient for the cows to come and follow me. If they would have been out there, yesterday I noticed that they were going back and forth, not back and forth, but once when they probably got their tummies full of food, they were going home for water, which is probably about a mile away. But I'm almost glad that this is all done with, because it's I don't want to spend too much time with the cows outside. Let's go see if the cows are coming. Hey, whoop. Come on. So live and learn. And also with all the rains we got, I don't know if that had something to do with it as well, but I think I would have had more of a palatable plant. I mean, we look right here, this is still some fairly green stuff in here. It just smells pretty good. So kind of the choice of some of the animals, they're going for the green stuff first, right down to the bottom. I find some real fresh stuff. And we get underneath here, you can see how green stuff was. So yeah, I think this was cut September 16th. I think if I would have cut it a little bit earlier, it was almost not quite 90, I think about 80 days later. But anyways, you'll live and learn. Okay, cows are fed. I'm happy. I think they'll be good for today here. They'll definitely be good here for today. Maybe even a good part for tomorrow as well. The other thing I need to consider here of what my cost to seed this field down. Also, I'm looking at would have been cheaper for me to buy hay. Spend the money. I didn't have the risk of going and worrying about planting this, and then I would have got organic matter from another property there. Would have improved the increasing organic matter onto our fields too. So, and yeah, but this was a cool experiment. I really you know, now what I'm going to do is we're going to throw grass seed into this, and this is going to go in for pasture. We'll add some tame to it, and in time the natives will come back as well. All right, so I got a reel over there. It's a little bit too cold to get the reels today. It is showing minus 14 Celsius. I will do that another day when I have to take the rest of the fence down. So after this, the cows are gonna go. I got an 80-acre field of third cut annual ryegrass, or third cut crop, that I think is pretty palatable. I got the bulls out there right now, and I'll pull the bulls off and start feeding them hay. I think going into December and not feeding very much hay, that's good. I think I've only fed 2 grass bales, and I fed probably about 40 of the cover crop bales. And that stuff, I noticed that when the cows were eating it, I noticed that they were leaving a lot of stalks. But that is okay. That'll go into organic matter. I kind of put it in some different places. We'll see the grass production increase out there too. So there's some very puffy snow today. I think our American friends decided that they're going to send us some snow. It's supposed to be only -8 today. I really want to get this. I've got some outside work here to do on this portable windbreak. I don't know if that's going to get done. Probably not, because I'm becoming a little bit of a wimp. I gotta weld these on here. Yeah, I have to weld the legs back on here. Oh well, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Well, I'm gonna find a hole in here. I know what happened is my chicken coop that had a board, lost the board, and I drove over it with the front tire on the tractor. Well, usually this always works. It's 9 times out of 10. And if not, then I'll put a new tube in. This one has never seen a tube, has never seen a patch it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rough up this area here where the hole is, where the patch is going to go. Put some cement on there. So this is patch and cement, so I'll just rub a little bit on here. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, now what we'll do is we're going to put this back this tube back in the tire there. Okay, well, I got the tube back in the tire, and we got a little over 30, I'm focusing. Anyways, a little over 33 pounds of air in it. So I'm gonna leave it. Now we'll see if put it on the tractor. Just make sure the air doesn't go down. Hopefully I did a good job. So I think I'm gonna go in for lunch now. So anyways, I thought I would have to move these cattle out, but there's still some product here for them to eat. So we're just gonna leave them out here. They might follow me home, but it won't be until tomorrow that I'll actually put them in. So got some south wind coming from the south, from Minnesota right now, but I think I'm going to get myself back into the truck. I think today is working in the shop day. Hey, Pupy. Or working in the shop or working in the office. I got the office a little organized. Just have to start executing the paperwork. Okay, I'm quite satisfied here. They can finish this off. Well, it's looking like winter, and it feels like winter. I think the cows are done the swath grazing. Creatures of habit. Sometimes I'm not sure what comes out of my mouth. So we're gonna bring the bulls in, and then we might throw them a bale of hay up over here, just for them to quieten down. And we're gonna let the cows. I got a big field of third cut cover crop. We're gonna let them on that right away. I have a question. These lighters on here, I got it on a propane tank here. Does anybody know where they can get a good one? Because this is a piece of junk. I'm out in the field to try. I've used it. I can use it. Gives me the first ignition, and then after that, it doesn't give me anything. So I don't know what kind of piece of. I don't know which ones are good ones. Here I had another one. I bought one, and I spent a little bit more money on one like this. I thought, So if you guys have any advice, please let me know. I'm gonna try to bring the bulls into the corral. They're behind the windbreak here. That's what they're doing. Come on, buddy. Sometimes it's just easier to walk these things home. Okay, not time for scratching. You're gonna get a bite right over there. Hey, leave the dog alone. What did he do to you? He didn't bite you yet. Okay, we're all going the right direction. Oh, I like it. That cow is skin and bones. Yeah, gotta be a tough sucker anyways. Boy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Put your ice skates on. I'll get them into behind, I'll pass those, these. I think we'll be good. Okay, we'll leave these guys in here for now. You know what, I'll just drive right in here. Why don't I just drive right in here? Okay, unless you're gonna go past me, buddy. There we go. Oh boy. Are you camera shy? You know, you got a big neck there that could really swivel me around. Hey, you know what? The way he's pooping, they're getting some real good feed. Okay. Okay, we got the bulls and the cow, that skinny cow in here. We're gonna go out to the main herd now. Well, we got them on the move. Heads are down and away they go. So I'm going to take my fence away. I don't think anybody even was out here that even was aware of it. So I'm going to try to take the barrel will be easy. Well, when the sun gets onto the black stuff, it does melt it. Oh, a lot easier than I expected. Doing some burning, gonna add some air to it. This has been an ongoing project. Had a few years ago, had some cutters, they were just next door, so I got them to cut the fence line. But this stuff, these poplars sure grew quickly. So I've been trying to clean it up here. I think next year we'll have the cattle in here already. They'll start doing some work here. But yeah, I got a whole row here. Less than a quarter mile. I'd like to get this stuff cleaned up but see how it goes. You're not really getting too much air around here. I'll give you a little bigger picture here. Sun's going down. Right in the corner of there where there's a bit of an opening, that's where I was with started the first fire, and then over there is where the second fire is going. That's kind of how the length that I need to kind of clean up. It is a work in progress. If I don't get it done, I don't get it done. Just would like to get it done. It's because then the cattle are going to go into that pasture there. Okay, let's go home. That's where we're at, minus 17 Celsius. So I got to bring this bull in. I think I can bring him in this way. And the other thing I need to do is I need to tag all the calves that are leaving, because it's the, they call them the CCIA tags. I believe it's the Canadian Cattle Identification Association that needs these tags in order for them to leave the yard. If they don't, then that's a bad thing. That's not really a bad thing, but that is policies. All these cattle need that. Doing the dance with him this morning. He needs to make a U-turn. A sundown U-turn. Go. Now we'll get him into the barn. Give him a needle and let's see if we can get a close look of his eye. So I don't know if you can notice, but there's a little bit of a white spot on it. So he's not happy about it. So I gave him some medication. Can't quite see. 1478 is what I got. So anyways, we'll leave him out here. That is done. Am I all of a sudden leaking water out of here? Did I hit this by accident? Wow. I'm gonna stick my arm in there now. I must have touched it by accident. Is there a mark on there? Oh, shit. Sucks. So I must have somehow touched this and I broke this rod. That rod has been broken for a while. I guess it's probably good that I do it right now. So I think I got another rod. It was a little bit cold working on this stuff today. Okay, let's see what I can do. I'm going to show you. This actually was broken here for a while. Focus. And I guess this thing popped out while I shook the whole waterer. But anyways, what I'm doing now is I went to the other farm there that where I graze, and I thought, you know, there's one there, and I actually, what I did is I took that one there, and so it came off very easy. So I was back home within 10 minutes very easily, because if not, then I would have to go to Steinbach to pick one up, and that's an hour away. And sometimes they don't know what they're looking for either. And I'm supposed to pick my help up in 20 minutes. So anyways, we're right on time. We're just gonna be late. I'm gonna have a bite to eat, and we'll go bring the cattle. We'll go pick Nathan up, and then we'll go pick up, then we'll bring the cattle in. Everything's kind of set up. Maybe we'll get some time to put the boards on the portable windbreaks as well. Okay, we are getting back to work. I have picked up Nathan. You look excited. You scared of the camera?
No.
Okay, you're bigger than the camera. So we're gonna tag some calves, like I think I mentioned earlier, and the fiasco with the water trough is all fixed. I went into the other farm yard, and I was able to steal the float off that thing. And right now we're bringing in the cows. Cupid's doing his work. Naturally which way to go, which is really neat.
I find it so funny how the dog is so much smaller than the cattle, but the cattle are scared of it.
Yeah. Well, it's just like Rory. If she's running at me fast, really fast, like if I had about 10 of them running at me fast, I'd probably be running away fast too. If you're wondering who Rory is, that is Nathan's 4-year-old sister. Well, they're going in the right direction so far. Now let's get them all in the corral. Hopefully they'll fit.